Tucker visits Washington, D.C. This is Mount Vernon, George Washington's house. Here is a tree that George Washington actually planted. When George Washington became president, he only had one tooth, and this is his dentures, which are also called fake teeth that he had. The next day of Washington, D.C., we went to the Bible Museum. It was really cool. We saw a Dead Sea Scroll and a piece of Nebuchadnezzar's temple, and they had a really fun kid room. Next, we went to the Air and Space Museum. This is the first airplane that ever took flight. Next, we visited the portrait gallery of every president. They even had people that weren't even present, like Alexander Hamilton and Pocahontas. The next day, we went and saw them making money, but we couldn't video it because it was against the law. Sorry, guys. Next, we went to the National Archives, where the Declaration of Independence is. Hey, there's the Washington Monument. Then we visited the U.S. Capitol. There's a lot of police officers with rifles, but don't be afraid. They're here to protect us. Then we met my dad's friend Charles. He works in the Capitol building, so he got to take us on a private tour of the Capitol building. And I got to see where senators speak on the TV. We got to go in secret areas where other people did not get to go, but do not worry, I got pictures, tons of them for you. One of the coolest secret rooms was the Lincoln Stairway. It's called this because Lincoln supposedly bumped his head on the ceiling. Then we went into the Rotunda. There's lots of interesting artwork in there. There are Native American pictures, including the baptism of Pocahontas. There's even a place where you can stand and you can hear somebody whispering on the other side. Next, we headed to the Museum of American History. We saw one of the first ever teddy bear. Did you know that teddy bears were named after the President Teddy Roosevelt? Because he refused to shoot a baby bear cub. And we saw Abraham Lincoln's actual hat. Hello, my friends. I'm here at the White House in Washington, D.C., where we've been studying in history class. So, if you want a good look at it, here it is.
There it is.
There's the White House. Now, bye, my friends. Well, guys, in my class, like Rich, Chase, Gannon, all you guys, I'm here at the Lincoln Memorial, like you just saw me at the White House. Here's the Lincoln Memorial.
Show them what's this way, Tucker.
This is it. And follow me over here. Over here, right here, the Washington Monument.
And the reflecting pool.
Yep, and the river that we've been talking about. And then you can barely kind of see the changing colors of the Washington Monument. Take a look for a minute.
And
Here we go. Bye, guys. Then we went across the mall to go to the World War II Memorial. Hello, everybody in my class. Okay.
Tucker, turn around and look at the camera.
Here we are at the World War II Monument. My grandfather's right over there. He fought in the military. Here's the whole thing. I think we studied this in our history book a couple weeks ago, maybe last year. I really don't remember. We'll have to ask Miss Foster about that, so.
All right.
Here's the Washington Monument. We got a good view of the World War II thingy again. Right over there. And was huge. It looked like a million things. I don't know the exact answer, but that's what I'm saying right now. So, okay. Good morning from the Supreme Court and the world's biggest library, the Library of Congress. Founded by Thomas Jefferson. Here are all his books. We saw the 100 million book be donated by Dolly Parton. Next, we headed to the Museum of Natural History. We got to see the extinct Tasmanian tiger, a real narwhal, and I got to have a butterfly on my finger. I got to see the Hope Diamond, but it was a little smaller than I expected. Then I found some gold, like the American settlers were looking for when they came to America. Then we went to the newest Smithsonian Museum, African American Museum. We saw cool stuff like the Emancipation Proclamation, signed by Abraham Lincoln, and the beautiful reflecting pool. Here's the Washington Monument.
It's the daytime now.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of Washington, D.C. by Tucker May.